Hello, my name is Sadie. Welcome to my channel, YinReikiLight, and today I am doing a new moon solar eclipse in Gemini reading. And the title of this video is Duality is the Sacred Paradox. So I've been getting a lot of messages and I wanted to come on today and do this video because the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini is going to be on June 10th. It is going to be visible from North America. So if you live in North America, the energy of this total or almost total solar eclipse is going to be very, very powerful for you. So some of the messages I've been getting actually are about, obviously we're in a time of Gemini, and if you think about Gemini in the tarot, it is ruled by the Lover's card, sacred divine feminine, sacred divine masculine, and this card is about sacred union, love, marriage, coming together, the balance of opposites. And so I've been getting a lot of messages about changing the way I see duality, not viewing things as negative and positive, but understanding that just kind of like a coin, and I've used this analogy before. You have the heads portion of the coin, you have the tails portion of the coin. Both sides are equal opposite parts, and they both make up the coin. And that is what duality is. In this realm, in this 3D realm, we have both light and dark. We have both love and fear. We have both things that we view in terms as good and bad. But all of those things, number one, are not truly separate from each other. They make up the whole. But number two, when you're talking about the sacred paradox, the kind of the image and the message that they gave me was that if you're thinking about like good being on one side and bad being on the other side, just like the coin, you have one and the other, but they're actually the same thing, just different experiences of the same thing. And so why this is really important right now is because this Gemini represents the twin. So obviously there's a twin flame energy. There's also strong soulmate energy, but these two things are not separate. And so what you have to understand about duality is light and dark are not separate. Good and bad are not separate. Whatever you experience is your experience. But where you're at now, and say you're in a place right now in your life that you don't want to be, you're not separate from where you want to be. The end is the beginning and the beginning is the end. So when there's a problem, the solution also exists. When there is illness or injury, the cure or the healing also exists. And so why this is coming up right now is because we're in this like very faded time. The energy is very, very faded. So the other energy that's really playing a part right now is this Wheel of Fortune. And I love the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. This is a Morgan Greer deck because if you look closely, these two are on top of the wheel. So they're having good fortune, they're celebrating, they're happy, they're in love. But this guy, he's like falling off the wheel. Who knows where he's going? Things are not good for him. And it's just the hand of fate continually cranking that wheel. So it's like what comes up must go down. Both good and bad experiences are all a part of the wheel. So with this Wheel of Fortune energy right now, because we're in this eclipse period, You could have incredible good fortune. Your wishes and dreams might come true. However, on the flip side of that, you could have incredible bad fortune. Things that you were hoping that didn't happen may come into your experience. Again, the problem does not exist without the solution, and vice versa. So when you're in this sort of dualistic mind space of us versus them, or me versus that person, or, light versus dark, or viewing an experience as difficult, take a step back and just let it be what it is. Come from your higher self. Don't identify so much with the ego, and really allow yourself to see whatever you're experiencing, whether it's you're on top of the wheel or you're falling off the wheel, to see that it's all part of the divine plan, and that there are no mistakes or coincidences in the universe. Also, they're really drawing me to the number 10. The Wheel of Fortune card is the number 10. And this eclipse happens on the 10th day of June. So it's the 10th day of the 6th month. So you've got this Lover's energy. We're in Gemini season, which is the number 6. It's about balance and harmony of opposites. And the 10, which is an ending and a new beginning. The 10 ends one cycle, but it also starts a brand new cycle. So this energy is going to play out for all of us in different ways, because we're all at different levels of our awareness and our consciousness. Collectively and individually, we're going to have both experiences of endings and beginnings. So your ending could be a tower moment. You could be going through tower moments right now. But your new beginning will be a wish come true, a wish fulfilled, the star. So, and what I love about these cards is that the tower is the number 16 in the tarot. The star is right after it. It's the number 17. So what you have to understand about this time right now is that all these major energies at the moment are propelling you forward on your path, whatever your path is, whatever your spiritual growth path and ascension path is meant to be. You're being propelled forward. Sometimes that feels like you have no free will, and at the sort of personality, ego level, you may not. But at the soul level, you have to understand that nothing happens in your life without your soul's consent. And your soul has set up certain fated events, certain energies, certain timelines, certain situations and experiences that will move you forward. So you're either going to move forward in a way where like all your wishes and hopes and dreams are coming true, or you're going to move forward because things are breaking down and you don't have any other choice. But wherever you are currently on the wheel, so if you're at the top of the wheel and you're experiencing good fortune, know that the hand of fate is going to crank and you'll end up being in this position at some point. Vice versa, if you're in this position, you're falling off the wheel and you're experiencing negative fortune or bad fortune, know that the hand of fate's going to crank again and you'll be back on top. Okay. So how to manage and kind of deal with all of these energies and all of these fated events and everything that's happening right now is, the first is affirmative prayer. So they've been really, I've been getting like a lot of messages and a lot of tough love, because I was in a really negative space in May, and they were like, basically my guides were like, we're trying to help you and give you everything that you want to bring into your life, but you're blocking it because you're in a negative space. You've got to get out of victimhood. You've got to get out of, woe is me energy and just start having faith and praying and believing that everything that you want is coming into your experience. So affirmative prayer looks like this. It's very simple. It's like, thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit guides, whoever you pray to. Thank you for bringing me everything that I need right now. Thank you for allowing the situation to work out for the best and highest good. Thank you for protection. Thank you for health, wealth, happiness, abundance. Thank you for all of my dreams and wishes coming true. And you just say thank you. You say thank you and you affirm what you want to experience. So instead of praying like, God, help me, I don't know what to do, I'm going through this situation, please fix it for me, you pray, thank you, God, for fixing this situation in a miraculous way that I could have never even imagined or hoped of, and giving me an outcome that was even better than I could have expected. You've got to switch your language, you've got to switch your energy up. So start with the affirmative prayers. Also, when you affirmative pray, make sure at the end of it, especially if it's something that, say you're praying for union with your twin, and you're saying, thank you, God, for, my divine counterpart and me finally getting on the same page and having a really beautiful, balanced, harmonious relationship. Say that's your prayer. At the end of it, you also need to say, and I accept this for my highest and greatest good and the highest, greatest good of all involved. Because when you do that, you're not sort of usurping anybody else's free will experience. And that's really, really important when you pray, especially if you're praying that and your prayers affect someone else. You don't want to, stop them from having their free will choice, okay? So affirmative prayer. The second is to stay present. Your point of power is here and now. It's not what happened in the past. It's not what's going to happen in the future. So how do you stay present? Number one, you release the outcome. You pray for it, you be grateful, you be thankful, you have faith, but you release the how, the when, the where, the why. You just release it completely. Know that everything is in divine and perfect timing, and know that when it happens for you, it's going to be at the perfect time in the perfect way, okay? Another way that you can stay present is to begin to not... kind of what I was mentioning at the beginning is to not identify so much with your ego. So your ego is your personality. Your ego is your conscious mind. But we are not just ego. We are spirit embodied. We are sparks of God living out a human experience. And so when you can understand that you're spirit embodied, and know that your soul understands the path you're going, even if you can't understand it, even if you can't see the way forward, your soul does know, God knows, the universe knows. You're letting go of holding on to the attachment of what's going to happen next. It's kind of like letting go of the outcome as well, but you're just in the flow of it. You're in the flow of whatever happens now. Another way to stay in the present moment is to speak about the present. So stop ruminating about the past. Stop ruminating about what's happened. Stop complaining about your lot in life, your situation, and just really stay focused on the present. Stay in gratitude. Stay focused on what's good in your life. Stay focused on what's working in your life. And the third thing they really, really stress to me about how to properly utilize this energy right now is to have compassion and just open your heart. Have compassion for your haters. Have compassion for, people who are talking bad about you behind your back. Have compassion for your family members who don't understand your spiritual path. have compassion for your boss, have compassion for your coworkers. No matter what is said or done to you that maybe triggers you or maybe bothers you, respond with compassion. Sometimes that's no response at all. Sometimes that's just saying a prayer to their angels or to God for them and just saying, you know what? I pray for this person that they can have a better experience in their life so that they're not so focused on me anymore. Whatever that is, the more compassion you can have right now, the more you can open your heart, and the more you're going to be in the energy of higher vibration to sort of draw in and bring in everything that you want to manifest. So new moons are great times to manifest. And because this is a new moon eclipse, it's an even better time to manifest. The manifestations may not happen instantly because the eclipse portal tends to last about 6 months, give or take. So, but this is a really good time to set your intentions, to write down your intentions. What would you like to see in your life come to pass and come into fruition within the next 6 months? And what actions can you take to bring those things into fruition for yourself in the next 6 months? Because, you know, the sky is the limit. They're really, really telling me to dream big, to look bigger, to ask for bigger, to accept bigger, to know that I'm worthy, and to know that, you know, everything that I truly desire in my heart is and can manifest for me now, this year. So that's kind of the message for everyone, is just to trust your path, trust the process, be here now, have more compassion, and do more affirmative prayers. One of the other things about affirmative prayer that's really important is you're consciously connecting to the divinity within you. You're consciously connecting to your guides, your angels, your ancestors. And that connection allows you to be in the higher energies. So that's why affirmative prayer is so powerful and so potent at this time, because you're putting yourself in a higher vibration. And I've mentioned this before in many videos, but the higher the energy, the higher the vibration, the higher the outcome. Okay. Going back to the tower and star energy, many of us are going to have big endings and big new beginnings in our lives during this eclipse period, the next 6 months. So just look out for that. Be aware of it. Don't be afraid, because everything that's ending is because it's blocking you from moving forward, and everything that's coming in is like the next step and stage of your ascension process. Okay. I am going to do, sorry, my leg is falling asleep here. I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Quantum Oracle. Oh, nice card. At the end of the deck, it is supportive new connections, and that's going to be a big thing. New people are coming in, new soulmates. They're giving me a lot of information about soulmates, not just romantic partners, but like friends and people who are really going to be that sense of support for you to bring you even further on your path than you are now. Let's see. I'm going to pull 6 cards because of the energy right now. Okay. So, like I said, the first card that came out for this eclipse period is new supportive connections. If you're really feeling drawn to like go do a meetup, go take an online course, meet new people, do something that will kind of bring you in a space where you're meeting new people, do that. I've been getting that guidance a lot lately, and I've been starting to do that, and it's been really, really helpful for me. But a lot of new wonderful soulmates and supportive, loving people are coming into your life in this next 6 months period. The next card is Spirit card, Angels of Four Directions, kind of like what I was saying earlier. This is a great time to pray. This is a great time to reach up and ask for support and assistance, but do it in a way where you're affirming that you're gonna receive the support and assistance that you want. The angel of the four directions too are the archangels. So that is Archangel Michael, who is the archangel of the south. He's good with protection and courage. Archangel Uriel, that is the angel of the north. Archangel Uriel helps with compassion and staying grounded. Archangel Raphael, who is the archangel, actually he's on the original tarot card of, so the Rider-Waite tarot of the lovers, that's Archangel Raphael. So if you have Archangel Raphael is the angel of the east and rules soulmate relationships and also healing. If things need to heal, Archangel Raphael is a great angel to pray to. And then Archangel Gabriel is the angel of the west, and Gabriel is God's messenger. So Gabriel will help you with any sort of creative pursuits. If you're writing, if you're doing social media, if you're a singer, any sort of arts or creative pursuits, Archangel Gabriel will help you build that if that's part of your life purpose. Also, Archangel Gabriel just helps with communication in general. So if you need to pray to have communication with someone, or to have, to establish communication with someone, Archangel Gabriel is a great angel to pray to. So again, just reach out to your angels and guides during this period. They really, really do want to connect with you, and they're here to support you. They're here to support us all to move forward, okay? Consciousness deserving. So once you believe that you're deserving of all the good, of all the abundance, of love, of support, of happiness, it's just going to flow into your life. So do what you can do right now to just believe that you're deserving of everything that you're desiring, and it'll come. With deserving comes great gratitude. The more that you're grateful, the more that you'll have to be grateful for. Gratitude is abundance and wealth, and poverty is lack. And it's funny that lack came out after gratitude. So when you are in great gratitude and knowing that you're deserving of good, this consciousness of lack, however it shows up in your life, is going to dissipate, because it's not true. You're going to bring in more abundance, more support, more love, as long as you stay in gratitude. So really being in, again, and how you do that is just to stay in the present moment, to look at your life, to look at what you're grateful for. I write a gratitude list every day, even if there's only a couple things on that list. I really do make a point to be grateful for where I'm at and all the gifts and all the love that God gives me every day. And the last card is courage. So this is really asking you to step out of your comfort zone. Know that you may be pushed out of your comfort zone, but you have the courage, you have the support, you have everything that you need within you to truly have the victory, the triumph, and the sort of fortitude to go forward and to go the distance in whatever direction that is, whether that's towards your life purpose, whether that's towards, healing a situation or a certain circumstance in your life, whether that's towards bringing in a situation that you want, like a divine counterpart or abundance. You have the courage, the power, and the strength to do anything, and you are not alone. So just make sure that you're affirmatively praying to all the archangels for your support, allowing in new people to support and love you, knowing that you're deserving of good, and staying in a consciousness of gratitude and appreciation for all the good that you do have in your life. So I hope this message helps. I really do think there's going to be a lot of good even though a lot of us have gone through a lot of tower moments since the beginning of this year, I really feel like most of those tower moments are dissipating because we're moving up on the wheel of fortune. Some of us have already had to go through that experience of, feeling like we fell off the wheel, but now's our turn. The hand of fate is moving us back in this position, so that's really good. This is a time of wishes coming true, so really set your intention for what you wish for, especially if it's related to lovers. And again, and Gemini is the energy of the twin, so it could be twin flame, but it also could be a wonderful soulmate that comes in and opens your heart and helps you to heal so that you are ready for that twin flame union and connection at a later time. And, for those who are going through tower moments, are going to have a tower moment come up for them, just know that the star comes after the tower. So anything that's challenging or difficult for you will ultimately bring you to hope, happiness, and a wish fulfillment, okay? I hope this reading helped. I hope the message helped, and I send everyone lots of love. Take care.